Actually, to talk about the plan for tomorrow. Colin, can you hear me? Colin Arnold,
I'm here.
There you are. Thank you, Colin, for joining us. Obviously, you're in charge of the city's emergency response. And tomorrow, I mean, this is a historic move, whatever you guys end up deciding on whether to cancel the parades tomorrow, reschedule. What is your thought process right now, and what more information do you need to decide? All right, guys, we're going to hang on here with us until we get a little tech issue solved. But Colin is on the line right now. And earlier, he did mention that they were going to have a press conference, or let me correct that, not a press conference. They were going to wait till 12 to make a decision.
I cannot.
Colin,
I can hear you.
There you are.
I hear a little bit in the back, something in the background.
All right, Colin, let's see. We're going to try this again because, I mean, people are hanging on your every word with this. And if we can get him on the line, or if you guys want to relay the information, control room, as to what Colin is saying about whether or not they will cancel parades tomorrow or have them earlier or reschedule. This is something that we're trying to figure out for our audience right now. So if you all have any information to pass on, please let us know. But we do have information right now from Councilperson at Large, Helena Moreno, the crews, and the National Weather Service, the city departments. They're assessing the latest weather updates. They're going to make the call today on how to proceed. That is information that Helena Moreno just sent me right now as we are waiting to fix our technical difficulties with Colin Arnold. So Colin, if you can still hear me, control room, if you could relay
at some
any
point in the afternoon
information.
as well.
Ahead,
we're going to meet at 11:30 with all of the crews for tomorrow, the police chief, and all of our partners that have to go through this decision-making process, and we're going to figure out what the plan is for tomorrow with the float parades, and that's kind of where we're at right now. That's going to be at 11:30. I would expect a decision by probably noon.
Colin, can you hear me at this point? Okay, so at this point, Colin, if you could say what factors you're analyzing right now. Obviously, our meteorologist, Zach Fradella, he is much more concerned about the strength of these winds really causing an issue for your big floats. So if you can just kind of decide.
The main concern is that, what we've been told is that from sunrise to expect gradually increasing winds from, sustained 20, 30 miles an hour, and then gusts into the 40s. And even potentially 50 miles an hour. And then also we have to consider that what that wind does between buildings when we're downtown with the floats. And so really it's a rider safety issue. It's an issue for safety of the public around the floats, our public safety officials. That's kind of has to all play into this. And then also as we get later in the afternoon, there's a potential for tornadoes. There's a potential for thunderstorms and lightning, which is a big concern for particular for everybody involved again. And then so that's kind of where we're at right now as far as trying to safely put these parades on the street is what we're considering right now.
Colin, if you can answer whether an abbreviated Mardi Gras day into maybe just Mardi Gras morning, is that something that you're considering?
We're going to discuss that. I think all options are on the table. The issue that we're seeing and that we've seen over the past couple of days and last night into this morning is that it's just not going our direction with the wind. And when I say that, what I mean is, if we see things getting pushed off until later in the evening, it makes it a little bit easier to decide whether or not we're going to do the parades. But it seems to be going the other way, as in the lightning, the rain chances, and the wind trends seem to be going earlier in the day, which lends itself to be not as good and in like safe decision-making process for having the parades.
So
but we're going to discuss all of that. It could be an abbreviated parade day.
Okay.
We're just at a point right now where we have to sit down with everybody and figure out where they are as far as risk.
Colin, obviously, we've had to reschedule parades in the past. This isn't just that. This is a historic day on our calendar. The world travels in for it. 152-year-old Rex, 112-year-old Zulu, and obviously safety first. But what does it take to reschedule Mardi Gras?
I mean, it's a huge decision to make. When it happens earlier in the parade schedule, we do have opportunities to reschedule and put parades on other days. We did that last week. by moving the Sunday parades to Tuesday. That's it's an easier way to go earlier in the season. Unfortunately, tomorrow is the last day, and so rescheduling will be difficult, if not impossible.
Okay, we will see what you guys decide. Obviously, yes. I mean, people sometimes forget, especially if you're not following the Lenten calendar because it's not your religion. But, Ash Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. So do we look at that and honor that as well, whether you practice or not? So, Colin Arnold, thank you so much. City of New Orleans, we're going to have much, much more information at 11:30, as you just said, as they make a huge decision for the city of New Orleans. Zach Fradella, I don't envy anybody trying to